Hey guys, Mr. Macy here. Hey, hope you are doing well. Happy Wednesday, November the 6th. Hey, to a number of students, good job with catch-up week. That was kind of my lifeline to you. To take that time and get some work in, and I appreciate your hard work with that. A number of students took advantage of it and got a lot of stuff in, and are really sitting in a much better position. So great work if you did that. I got to say, I was also really surprised in a few cases when students didn't do anything over catch-up week. Students who really needed to get some work done, and that was disappointing to see. If you are uh, in that boat, and if you are, you know who you are, then guys, it's time to roll. I mean, if we look at it, there's not that much left in the semester. We got a few weeks right now, and then we got a week off for Thanksgiving break, um, which should be good. And then after Thanksgiving break, just a few more weeks of school left before the semester break and winter break. So really, guys, it's coming down to it here. And if you're doing well, if you're on top of stuff, like I always say, just keep cranking. I appreciate your hard work, and you don't have that much left. You got a couple of breaks coming up, so keep the pedal to the metal. Know that I appreciate your hard work and dedication. And if you are behind, get in touch with me like right now, immediately, because really it's time to roll. So we are shifting focus here. We have two more units this semester, Unit 3 and Unit 4, and here we go. We're getting into it. Unit 3 is the Steinbeck unit. We're going to spend 4 weeks looking at classics by the American author John Steinbeck. As you know, because I notified you about a month ago and have notified you multiple times since then, this Wednesday or today, as it were, November 6th, you need to have already obtained your Steinbeck novel of choice and begin reading it today. If you have not gotten that book, that means that you are behind and you really need to get rolling. So please do that. The curriculum itself this week is reasonably light, other than simply reading, and that's good. Reading's always a good thing, and I think. I think you're going to like Steinbeck. I know that I know I do. So let's take a look at exactly what that is. As always, go to Materials, scroll down, boom, here we are, Unit 3. Here's the calendar. You can see we got basically 2 normal weeks, and then Session 3 is kind of a bit of a longer session, and that's because there's Thanksgiving break mixed in there. Guys, my goal with Thanksgiving break is if you're on top of work, I don't want you to do anything. Take that break and enjoy it. Or if you want, you might even spend some time maybe reading ahead, possibly, so that you have less to do afterwards. And then take note here, Session 4, that's going to be a shorter session. So it's really kind of a Tuesday through Friday sort of session. So keep that in mind, as you're kind of planning in the long run here. All right, let's open up this folder and see what we have going on. Unit 3, Session 1. As always, here's the recommended timeline. Highly recommended that you take a look at that and possibly even follow it. So here's the details. Let's go through slide or scan through what assignments do we have. Well, we got a quick Steinbeck discussion, and then the only other assignment is the literary journal. Kind of similar to the literary journal that we did for Hansberry, but a little bit different. You'll see those options in in just a moment. This week you'll be submitting a literary journal for the first fourth of your novel. And to figure out the first fourth of it, simply take the total number of pages in the book and divide by 4. And you'll see that in your reading schedule. All right, let's get into the slides. Not going to read through all of it, but here's the unit introduction, some key questions that we will be looking at, and here's the man himself, John Steinbeck. Check out this video. So you'll click on this link. You'll get to a page that looks like this. This is a service called Discovery Education. You need to put in this code. If the code's not in, it's listed on the Schoology page. You can type it in, then just put in your first and last name and hit login, and it'll take you to that video. It's about half an hour long. So if I was watching that, I might watch it in like 2 15-minute chunks. Take a few notes, think about some of the key events in Steinbeck's life, and also think about the video notes a lot of the things that he writes about in his books. In many cases are connected to his own life and the places he went and some of the experiences he had. And I know that for me, watching that video really gave me a context around just a lot of the stuff from Steinbeck's stories. All right, finding ideas discussion, pretty straightforward. Prompts are here. Please make sure you also respond to your peers, and from there we'll get into the novel. So you got 5 choices here. Again, you should have chosen it already. You should have the book. Please make a reading calendar schedule like this so that you know what you're reading and when, and then boom, hop into the reading. Again, this week we're reading the first fourth of the novel, and as you are reading, you need to be taking notes. Guys, if I was doing this literary journal, I would do it by hand, and the reason I would do it by hand is because I'm not always sitting and reading next to my computer, and I find it kind of nice to jot down notes. Maybe it's in a spiral or something, and then you can turn in that journal to me. You can take a picture of it, you can scan it, whatever. Of course, you can type the literary journal if you want, but I do it by hand. All right, so you have options here, and they're explained right here. You can do quotes and notes. You can do predictions and outcomes. You can do critical commentary. You can do a summary and an image, or you can create some sort of your own combo order or combination of the above. So those are the literary journal options. If you have any questions about them, as always, let me know. Please make sure you read the details here. And you'll be submitting 4 literary journals for the book, and they can all be the same. If you think quotes and notes works really well, I know it does for me. You can do it for all 4 of them. Maybe, or you can change it up. Maybe the first one you do predictions and outcomes, and the next one you do quotes and notes, and the next one you go back to predictions and outcomes, or whatever. Guys, the goal here is to explore a variety of possibilities for active note-taking as you read, so that you can figure out what works the best for you, and then have that skill that you can apply to other assignments in English and also to other subjects. I'm telling you this, particularly when you get to any post-collegiate education, that having these skills is just absolutely essential. So that's the literary journal. Again, if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Here's where you turn it in. This is due, of course, November 12th at the end of the week. And then, guys, that's all we have going for this session. So, my advice would be, if you finish those assignments, read ahead. Read ahead into the second quarter of your Steinbeck novel, because next week we're going to be getting into a lot more detail with discussions about the text and those kind of things. So this could be a good time to work ahead. All right, guys. As always, I'm here to help. Keep in touch and keep it rolling.